I'm sitting here with a portion of nervousness. It's been 2 weeks now since I spent 4 days and 4 nights in complete darkness. I'm just finding myself in an internal challenge that I did not anticipate. I guess partly because what I experienced and what I took away from the darkness retreat is something that I feel uncomfortable to actually share. What called me to the darkness retreat in the first place has been that I've been going through something that feels like a deep fucking death portal in my life. Not really feeling a full yes to be in this life. I thought somehow that this video will be about some pieces that gave me more yes to life. And in a way that happened is just that the pieces that I have received through this experience is so much connected to what will be beyond this life. It's everything to do with connection to something bigger, connection to God, if you will, to the goddess, to Great Mother. I'm born and raised in one of the most secular places on this planet, in Sweden, where church and the state has been separated for a long time, and my family is atheist for generations going back. It's with a pride that my grandpa exited the Swedish church the day after it was allowed to do that. I'm like, really? Am I going to make a video that is about connecting to spirit? And the funny thing is I go like, great spirit, like really? Don't make me have that challenge. Like, I'm not the right person for the job. It brings up so much contraction in my system, in my belly. It's like a big twist. This really confronts me with owning to the world online and to myself really who I am as a spiritual being. And almost as a second I say that, it's like, what is my family going to say? So this is the cute house. I think my room, and it's up here. Okay, so this is my room that it's going to turn very dark very soon. I have created my altar, even though I won't see it, I would definitely feel this portal. I have my drum, meditation pillow, and there's a little table, washing. Like, I try to put everything that I might need, like, so that I can like feel. There is toothbrush, there is deo. I prepared a little yoga, and then there is the bathroom and the shower. Very simple. It's like a hope that I will find a new relationship to life, a new commitment to life. Since I keep having the experience of not wanting to be here fully. When I don't feel like I want this life, I really have the feeling I want to give up. Like, there's just like, I want to lay down, give up, and like starve to death and don't get up. And in a way, it feels like I'm gonna get to live that. It's like fasting, not much food, and no stimuli, and nothing to do except just being with my consciousness. So there is parts of me that is like, that sounds like what I want. As soon as I blew out the candle, I felt like a big release, and I started to cry right away. It's like I'm in the womb space again.
complete darkness and held and warm in these blankets, and that I just want to be there, I just want to rest there, and I don't want to come out. And every other like desire or impulse in my system of like I needed to go pee felt like no, I don't want to. It's like I just want to be void. I had this image of like going on a slide, like a watery slide. It was like a tunnel, and then at some point the tunnel opened up into the light, and my reaction was like no. And then I realized it was some kind of visual representation of like going out from the womb, like through the birth canal into the, like the light outside. I was like no. Why do I have resistance to moving? This morning it really showed up in my legs. My whole legs started like burning, uncontrollably just shaking. And then out to my arms and hands, and my hands shakes a lot. Like for a long time it was just my hands and arms shaking. As I took the next deep breath, the words came. Life moves through me. So it's not like I need to do something, but life moves me. It's allowing the life force that is already in me to express.
When I was a child, one of my friends were Christian, and I learned in her house that you should pray to God for forgiveness when you have cursed. And so I used to do that, but I knew to hide it from my parents. And then it was one time when my little brother catched me, and he snitched on me to my parents, told me that, you know what, Kim is praying to God. And we ended up having a very long and serious conversation about God at our dinner, I remember. I was in my early 20s, like a hardcore atheist. Like I was engaged. I was listening to debates and reading books and admiring famous atheists like Christopher Hitchens, Richard Dawkins, and Sam Harris at the time. It was really part of how I saw myself and this life. I had this saying that is like, I only believe what my eyes can see. So it's only recognizing the physical reality. And I was also swimming around being inspired by existential nihilism, which is the perspective that life is really meaningless and has no purpose. And I felt like that made sense to me. So that's how atheist I've been in my life.
So a while ago I did breath work and then meditated. Realized that space when I get to a very clear state of meditation is the same that I long for when I just want to give up. I keep longing for the void, right? And when I meditate after a while, or especially after breath work, I'm there. It's just more, I would say, clarity as well, more clear void. But it definitely is a void. So when I was sitting there, like I had the same feeling, okay, I want to sit like this now forever and I don't want to move. After sitting in meditation, I started feeling like singing and making sounds and tuning, and then I grabbed my drum and I was drumming and singing, and then it was like a golden light switched on in here, you know, from being black, and all of a sudden it was this golden warm light from above just shining down on me. Started to feel like a pleasure in my body, and which led to orgasm, and then I just crashed on the bed and I was playing and drumming on the drum, laying down, and then fell asleep. It was like one flow, a wave of life that moved through me, which can't move through me if I'm just laying down and not wanting to move. But that clear void space from meditation is open. it's ready for life.
The prayers that I was in for a long time there was just, it just silenced that voice, because it was so clearly divine and sacred and happening. Like there was no space in my system for any doubt anymore. The answers I received were like perfectly aimed to what I needed to hear. And the fact that I have a direct link to this, I can just ask and then I will receive, is the biggest gift. Oh, it just sounds so like religious bullshitty words. Like I have an allergy to use these words, like ask and you shall receive, God is always with you. There's old cells of atheism like twisting and turning in my body, like oh. I need to find my words and I really need to feel them for them to make sense to even speak out loud. Otherwise I feel like it's out of integrity. They've been watered down so much.
It seems like this journey in here is like a review of my life so far. Like going through all the key moments in my life that has shaped me and led me to where I am now. It can't be gone like with like a quick fix, you know? Like you can't snap your fingers and trust life, but the path is the same as trusting a person who might have hurt you. To give somebody a new chance, something I'm actually pretty good at. So the question is if I dare to give life a new chance. Time has stopped. I am in eternity. Nothing is happening. It's amazing how I'm sitting here in the dark, playing my drums, singing and praying, and it's nothing but dark. There's so much light. In fact, there's only light. And then you can be out in the light, and everything can feel so dark. They're so close. Dark and light. In a flick of a moment, light can break through any dark. It's funny that somehow darkness has showed me and taught me more about the light.
Okay, so give me your hand. And now it's a little obstacle, so it's a little down from the... yes, okay, so fine. So come forward, straight. So now if you make 2 steps, there's a little step where you have to step over it. Yes, perfect. Forward, forward. Exactly back now, you're standing directly in front of the chair.
Okay,
yeah, you have it, yes.
Okay.
So the first time it makes sense, you open a little bit, let light in, and then close it again and make this maybe a few times, and then you can move it up completely. Yes, so take time.
This morning I was born again onto the terrace. First thing I see is like my colors and I'm like, ah, it's so vibrant. And then the second thing was also the flowers. I'm like wow, so alive. I love it. I'm gonna seize this opportunity to go and visit the forest. I'm like so excited. I don't know if you can tell, but this is massive. Yeah, look at this beauty behind me. Look at this massive tree. I think this is where I will do my little ceremony. Right now I feel so calm, so like soft and happy. Take days and I don't know, maybe weeks for things to kind of trickle down, but what I feel so far is that I feel more certain that this planet is good. Like that this place in the universe is beautiful and full of light and joy and love and beauty and all of it. I really feel like this week in the darkness has brought me a few steps, maybe huge ones even, on the journey of feeling like anchored here, safe here, wanting to be here, yeah, more. That's amazing. It's amazing. I sit here now as a soul having a human. And for now I have two names. My soul, soul stream, higher self, whatever you want to call it. Speaking from her, I am Kahaika. And I've lived many lives. And this right now is the one I'm very excited about. It's the Kim avatar, this flesh suit body. And finally, I'm at a point in my life where Kim and I don't know who speaks from who now, but Kim and Kahaika has arrived on the same page, with some kind of coherence in what this life is, who I am. And only from this place can life start to make sense.